I'll wait. I hope everybody see this come up. I'll wait a few minutes. If you can hit the likes. Yes, we're having a bit of some problems. I'm back. Hey, we're having a little bit of difficulties. Yes, I got the notification. You did? Okay. Having a little bit of some technical difficulty. Can't do it from my computer. Hi, everybody. Can't do it from my computer, but I can do it from my iPhone. So it let me in here. Hey, Leticia. So what's going on, Showstopper? Hi, everybody. If you can hit the likes, that'll help go into the algorithm. Hey, how are you? Hit the like so that way it'll go into the algorithm, and that way you can see me and we can do a live and talk. And if y'all don't mind, if someone could, I can go into moderator in a minute, but we won't be real long, but long enough. I hit the like. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'll give it a few minutes. How is everybody? I hope you're doing well. For some reason, I still can't kind of see myself, so I hope all is well. What I will do is while I'm just waiting on a few of you to come on in and hit the likes, and why don't you hit last quarter moon? How about that? Hit last quarter moon, so that way I know. And then, hey, Nairobi, thank you. Got my moderator. What's up, girl? Hit in the chat, hit last quarter, something like that, so that way I can see us. Having a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm going to say that again. It is saying I'm live. Okay. Something was going on in here, and the computer to pull me up, it wouldn't let me. So I said, let me go to my phone. Okay, I could see myself. So I can see it. Okay, great. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Sorry about me kind of waiting a little bit. Excuse the bubbles. Don't know what's going on. Okay. So hold on. No. I'm just getting the lighting. I'm so sorry. It was already in my I don't know why the bubbles are coming up. But anyway, I can see myself on my computer to be able to see what's going on. Okay, so we are in our last quarter of the, look at myself here. We're in our last quarter of the moon, okay? And I wanted to come to you on this Wednesday. The last quarter doesn't completely come in until tomorrow, which is Thursday, the 28th. But I wanted to make sure that I came in on this day, on Wednesday, so that way we're getting our Wednesday vibration in, bringing everybody together on a live. Hopefully you got the notifications. So that way we can have a chat, talk about what this last quarter is bringing into us for the new moon that comes in next week. Now, we're in Samhain or Halloween, or if you like to say ancestor season or Day of the Dead, that will be this weekend. So hopefully that you're recognizing that in your life. We're doing a altar for specific ancestor. We talked about that in our class last week. So you definitely want to have your ancestor altars active and up, as well as doing your work and getting ready for the new moon. If you were in the full moon ceremony on last Tuesday, which is open for Patreon members, welcome North Node, what's up? We did get we got a future message already from Spirit about the new moon, and told us a few things in advance on our full moon ceremony. So Spirit gave us some advance notification about some things on the full moon ceremony last week. But I wanted to come and share what this last quarter holds for us going into new moon of next week, making sure that you're getting on track. If you're off track, this is a perfect time to get on track. New moon brings in the preparation. We are in the sun sign of Scorpio. So we're aligning ourselves with the energy of desire. That is the one head energy that Spirit shared with me about Scorpio season. Is all about desires, okay? I'm working on a video about the Scorpio energy, which is taking us into this water element, a different energy from the sun energy of Libra, about balance and air and speed. But with this water energy, is not always about speed. It's about going within, going to do work on yourself, working with Samhain, working with autumn season, that's crumbling away, that is dying off. It's not the same energy as sun, so that way you are preparing yourself for winter time and then rebirth time in the spring. All of the seasons represent seasons in our lives that we are supposed to prepare ourselves, not just preparing ourselves based off of, oh, it's this season I do this. But each season is instruction in your life. But how do you know that instruction? One is making sure that you're journaling, showing gratitude into your life, bringing in the equilibrium of inclusiveness in your life as balance, and first and foremost, working with yourself and your own spiritual journey. It has absolutely nothing to do with your loved ones. It has nothing to do with your partner, your children, your fur babies. It's all about yourself. When you came into the earth, you came into the earth by yourself, regardless if you had a twin. When you came into earth, you didn't have two heads attached to your shoulder. So it's about your spiritual journey, your soul contract that you made an agreement in. So I'm going to go on and pull some cards on what this last quarter is about for you as a collective, those that will hear this message. I am using, and it will be in the description box down below, the Halloween Tarot. Okay, since we're in that season, we're in Halloween. I have a big casing for that. I'll put the affiliate in the description box down below after this uploads. And I will be using as our oracle deck the season of the witch, which is Samhain Oracle. Okay, that will also be in our description box down below. They're beautiful oracle deck. You know, we use things according to the season, pulling that beautiful energy. Okay, so let's get it in. What do you have to say to the collective? What are the cards? The energy that you have to say to the collective. What do you have to say, Spirit, to the collective about this last quarter moon? All right. All right. So I pulled a 3-card spread. I just, I like to explain how I pull cards, okay? Those that are in our class, the North Node class, the master classes, and also here, I always try to share how I pull cards and what they mean. Now, when we have this oracle, I'm sorry, not the oracle, but this tarot deck of Halloween, the lineup of how it's going to look is different than the basic lineup of how the Rider-Waite-Smith look. So the Rider-Waite-Smith has a certain look about it, and then there is where this is the Halloween deck. It lines up with the main areas of the tarot Rider-Waite. Okay, so one of the main cards, the main energy over this last quarter moon is Three of Pumpkins. Is Three of Pumpkins. Now this is actually in the Rider-Waite-Smith is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have the King of Ghosts. The King of Ghosts. And this is, I would just like to explain, is the King of Cups. The King of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith. And then we have the Queen of Ghosts. The Queen of Ghosts in this, yes, the Queen of Ghosts. And this is dealing with, I'm sorry, let me go back and look at that. This is dealing with looking at those symbolism. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Let me go back and look. This is the King of Pentacles. Got money things going on, some mundane things. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here in a Rider-Waite, which is the Three of Pumpkins in here. There's a couple of things now. I know that may sound a little confusing on how I brought that up, but I'm pulling a couple of different energies. When this is given to me about this Three of Ghosts, this Three of Pumpkins, this King of Ghosts, and this Queen of Ghosts, mainly with this here, it's tying into some emotions about this last part of the month. This is also tying into some water energy of understanding, as well as, it's a lot of things going on with this energy, okay? Now, with this Three of Pumpkins here, what the Spirit Guides is saying here with this Three of Pumpkins is that there's some different emotions going on, or some different selections that you need to choose from between now and next week, between now and the new moon, okay? And so with this Three of Pumpkins here, what Spirit is saying is that the choice that you make right here is the one that is smiling upon you. It matches your energy. It matches what your desires are. This is the main one. So if you're making some choices in this last quarter, you need to make sure that it matches your energy, it matches your expression, it matches what you desire at this last part before we move into new moon. Because once we move into new moon, of course, it's turning more dark. And then if you're making the right choice that matches your energy, then you'll be right in alignment with the new moon. As when you're making that decision, it's going to grow and grow and grow in your life. You want to be hyper-focused in that, okay? Now, with this other indication here, this is the other selection that's behind what you need to select. This will resonate with you. Will or will not resonate with you, but it will, because I'm spot on about this as I continue on. Right here is another opportunity as well. It looks good. It's looking back at you. You looking back at it, and you trying to make a decision whether or not if you should make a play on this or not. And it doesn't have anything to do with a relationship. It has something to do with your money and your income, with an investment, a decision in your investment. This is looking at you too. Okay, is this the right investment to make? As this first one is like, yeah, this is where you need to be going to plant that seed into this last quarter, making sure you're looking at everything in fullness. The second one is looking at you like, you should go on and invest and make a decision as well. And as this wonderful other energy that's here, which is the cat, she is letting you know to go on and listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that instinct that you have. Okay? There will be another opportunity that will come in behind this after next week. There's something else that will come up for you next week as well. But go on and make that decision and move on that. Okay? Now, with this King of Ghosts, just going into this, There is a person that you are dealing with that you kind of understand and you kind of don't understand in reference to making the decisions with this as well. Okay, this person here is a, not necessarily have to be a male, but they are a person of leadership. Okay, and you kind of trying to figure them out. All right, so to give you understanding about this person, they are a little mysterious. They do carry a bit of the Scorpio energy as well, that mysterious energy that Scorpio masculine have with them. And you know, if this is a personal leadership that's a woman as well, they always carry a little in-depthness, a little mysterious mystery about them as well. That's what gives you more of an interest as well. That's piquing your interest in making this decision as well, because you don't have all of the facts. But as always, what Spirit was saying in this card, you use your intuition. Why? Because this Sun Scorpio energy as well wants you to dive deep into focusing into your intuition, into your third eye, into your eye of the soul. And so, as well, as you can see, the water is flowing here. This is a Scorpio person that you're going to be dealing with. I do pick up that they actually have some Aries energy as well. So they're strong when they're making a decision, and they make a decision very firm and fast and quick as well. But there is, this person used their intuition as well. We're making the selection to see fit that you will be of great help to them. And they also have this also other energy that gives them insight as well. Okay, which is, you see the ghost is sitting there, but they give them insight too. They use both of their spiritual side, they use their common sense, and they also use their gut movement. Okay, so this person is going to be assisting you with making that firm decision here about that one that's smiling right at you, and then that backup one, and then that one that's coming behind them. All right, so pay attention to this. Over the weekend as well, you should be hearing some feedback from this person over the weekend, as well as go on and work with your ancestor altar and do some things pertaining to the Halloween, the Samhain, the Day of the Dead, the ancestry, thin of the line energy right now. Go on and do some spell work. Go on and do some readings if you like to contact me, or you're doing your own readings, or whomever else you may do readings with, or you sit with yourself and dive deep. Take a notebook, write out what you hear from within. But you have to take the time to do that. And then we have the Queen of Ghosts. We have the Queen of Ghosts. Okay, part of this flow. And is also a person of leadership as well. This person is actually going to be making some decisions in reference to the money base of how much you can make or how much more you can make, and also using your critical thinking skills on how much you feel that you are worth, even if you're self-employed or working for someone. Either way, you have to know your self-worth. This person also is a Pisces energy. They work in that Pisces energy as well. So, and it probably has a lot to do with this Plantonian energy that's coming in, that is the head planet over Scorpio, as well as Neptune energy that is playing a part right now too. Okay, and off the top of my head, I believe that Neptune has moved forward. There's been so much retrogrades that are moving forward, but what she will be doing is helping you with that decision. As you see, it has that same similar grins here. And she's going to be assisting you with this money decision as well. She's very stable, and she knows how to make money. She is a person that's very endowed and in tune with making money and making sure that you get your self-worth. Okay? But you have to also go to this person with a lot of confidence. You can't go to her, and it can be a male as well, but you can't go to this individual mousy. You know, like, I don't know how much I make. I don't know how much I want to make. I think I do. I think. No, you either got to know it. You know, you need to sit down with yourself, know exactly what you're worth, how much you feel that you're worth, and bring that energy to this person. Other than that, she's kind of like off with your head. You don't know what you want, you know, and I know you should know what you want, okay? And she also is a person in leadership, like I mentioned. She also is listening to her intuition in this as well during this season. And she has a very strong intuitive guide or a guide that surrounds her with making decisions, which is awesome. So this means that you have got to be working in your intuitive flow. If you're not, you're going to miss it. Okay? You're going to miss it. And I do hear someone saying, well, I don't really work in my intuition. Well, you can start today. All you got to do with starting with working with your intuition is taking a notebook, writing down gratitude first with taking time in your meditation time, then sitting there long enough to hear from within and trusting what you hear from within. It may be a lot of stuff being said. It feel like clouds just floating in and out, but that's okay. If you stay there long enough, you'll get the message from yourself. Know thyself and make thyself known. Only person that can be in control of your destiny is yourself. No other person can do that for you. Not your mother, not your father, not your sister, not your brother, not your partners. Stop leaning so hard on other people as well, you know, to help you be who you are. That means that you don't know who you are, you know. Don't lean on other people like that. And trust that you could be alone. Some of you need to take a break, like 2 years, and get to know yourself. You don't need to date. You don't need to go live with nobody. You need to be by yourself, learn yourself, go through what is called single, married, divorced, and single again. Taking downtime with yourself so that you can know that you are beautifully and handmade. You were orchestrated to be in the earth at this time. And it doesn't have anything to do with another partner. Okay? Partners are enhancement in your life, not a codependency. Not for you to feel strong because you need someone. Because you were trained through growing up in your life that you need a man or a woman. You know, they told, that, as they say on Maury, you know that show Maury, if you're here in the States, and they do one of them blood tests on you, and they say the blood test said denied. You know, and so sometimes, you know, you just have to really take this time with yourself and know who you are, you know, not relying on other people to say who you are, to jump in with other people so quickly thinking that you know them. You don't know them. You know, some people don't even spend enough time to know themselves. That's the most important thing about your life, is to know you, to know your own spiritual journey, and to learn your own abilities. It's very important. No matter what season you may be in your life, everybody is in a season. Nobody passes go. You're going to get on the same season again and get the same test if you don't master the one area or several areas. And it's not based off your age either. We all go through challenges. No woman or man can say they have full perfection. There's nobody there. Okay? So let me know if that's making sense to us here, you know. That I'm sharing is just is relevant, you know. especially I do a lot of readings. I'm getting ready to pull from the Untitled Deck. Okay, I do a lot of personal psychotherapeutic readings, and I do a lot of spiritual consultations and different things in this side of my life. And you know, I do have a career, and then I have this beautiful part of me, which is my passion, my love that I agreed to do when I came through the Astros. My solar return comes in a few weeks, you know. And so when I made that decision and I answered yes to that which is my higher calling in my life, and you must answer to the higher calling in your life, okay? And so in saying that, I count it a privilege to be able to share what I've learned and what I know through what Spirit gives to me to share with you. It doesn't make me perfect. I'm far from that. I am a spiritual guide, a teacher, and a person on their own spiritual journey as well. But that I can share and shed some light in your life, along with shedding life in my own life, and that's Spirit guides. You'll see this. People see this in my class all the time. When the lights shut off and on, that be the Spirit giving me cues, okay? So if you start seeing the lights kind of blink on, those that's in class and master classes on Saturdays and during the week, they always see the energy switch up. This is Spirit. I do not click the lights. This is them giving us cues, and also lets you to know that Spirit is here. Now, it's important to take time with yourself. You know, I'm just going to reiterate that. That's what's being told. So let me shuffle these Samhain Oracle deck. It's the season of the witch Samhain oracles, okay? So thank the Spirit guides, guardians. Oh, wow. Interesting. Everything is facing your way. So I'm going to give you the first card here, and it's all about pumpkin. And what Spirit is saying is uncaging the spirit within, thou the fertile power you hold, to taste your buttery velvet upon the tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. I'm going to repeat that. Uncaging the spirit within, thou, the fertile power you hold, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. All right. So what Spirit is saying is that you're able to be fertile even in this ground of autumn. Now, what Spirit is meaning in this last quarter is fertility has a lot to do with the last part, the first part of the reading that I pulled off the Halloween Tarot, which had a lot to do with some income changes, some decisions, some making decisions with other people. So it tastes good, what Spirit is saying, when you make a birth. When you're using your power to birth something out, it tastes like butter. You know how when you have a good, let's say a pumpkin pie, I'm using that, or let's say some of us like sweet potato pie. I'm going to get into detail because I know some is vegan, some is gluten-free. You know how we got all these special things that's in our life. But what it's saying, it tastes good like a good sweet potato pie or a good pumpkin pie. And when you take that first bite and it tastes good, and it's buttery and it's seasoned with that good clove and cinnamon and that good Land O'Lakes butter that's mixed with love during the season. Well, what Spirit is saying is that when you do a birth of something that you know that mirrors you, that looks like you, it is going to come out of you, and you're going to be able to cherish it for days. I mean, you're going to be able to see the fruit of that decision for days, and it's going to empower you. Okay? And you're going to feel it And it's gonna flood out from days to days to come. When you making that decision of fertility, of the birth, of tasting that butter, like it's like against your lips, and eating that good sweet potato pie or that good pumpkin pie, it's good to the soul. And what happens, it gets inside of you and it tastes good, but not only that, it's gonna flourish, and then you're gonna be able to cherish it the rest of your life. Why? Because you made a decision in this last quarter that, hey, I can bring something out in my life, and it will keep going and going and going. And I will continuously see the fruit of it, you know. So as the next card for you, and you see the spirit angels just changed again, the spirit guides just changed again, what happened? The lights come back on. Morgan knows about that, and Letitia and them know about that. How spirit gives us cues in our classes, right? So here's the card here about apples. Okay, and I'm using again, I'll mention the season of the witch Samhain oracle. It will be listed in the description box down below. As an affiliate, you can purchase these cards. But with this apple, it says, to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. This is deep waters. Okay, so this has a tie into the Scorpio season. And what she is saying, this is the goddess of Stephanie. This is what I'm feeling this message. That's what she's given to me. This goddess of Stephanie is saying, and that starts with a P. You can look her up. If you like, Morgan, if you want, you could type that in of Stephanie, or you can type in, I'm also picking up the energy of our girl Hecate. Okay, so that's goddess Hecate. Now, what they want you to do is go deep waters. And this apple always represents in some of the movies that we have watched, like Snow White. If you are a watcher of Disney, you will see that they will give the energy of the hag. Now, the energy of the hag, which does represent Hecate, it represents Stephonia, it represents me as a crone, a hag. A hag is a woman that is a woman of wisdom. She's not a woman that is defamed or defiled or bashed. She's not a woman that is blasting for me. She is a woman of strength, of wisdom, of guidance. And so when she dives deep into the waters, this is what you want to do, is dive deep into this water of the scorpion energy, that when you take that, swallow that piece of that apple can either be sweet or sour. It could be something that you need to eat to sweeten up your soul. It may be an apple, a taste of something that is supposed to heal you from within. Sometimes when you go through the journey of the deep waters, sometimes it doesn't taste good, but because of that, it's like a medicine doesn't taste good, but what does it do? It brings about whole health. Apples always represents health. Okay, so someone here may be here that need to hear that the wholeness in their life is being brought to them through the dark goddess energy that is swarming all around us through the season, Stephanie, or goddess Hecate, or the hag, the woman of wisdom that will be of myself as well. So those that walk in a dark goddess energy, you shall take steps in your life to hear the autumn energy, to get outside amongst the trees, the grass that is turning brown, the acorns that are out there, to step into the crumbling of the leaves. This is prophetic for those that will hear this message, to take your shoes off and hear what the earth wants to connect to you, so they can surge through your feet and re-energize you from the inside out. That's what an apple will do for your life. Okay, so that's the message here, connecting to. I know that this connects to someone. If it doesn't, you just deliver this message for your girlfriend or your girl or your guy, those that need to hear this message of, it is my season to walk amongst the dark It is my season to touch the butter taste in my body. Because when I'm putting things out there, it will continuously be cherished. See, you deserve to be cherished in your life. You deserve to be cherished. Cherish means love, unconditional love, charity. People need to understand that integrity of cherish. And that is a word that's not put in today. That is a word that is lost. Cherish. Let that be your theme moving into this new moon energy coming in next week. Let this be your theme to take you into the last moon quarter. Charity, but cherishing your heart, cherishing who you are. Now, we have Banshee. We have Banshee. Now, Banshee, I'll read what it's saying. Heed my warning. Okay? Banshee is saying, heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. What she is saying that is cleansing in the blood. It's cleansing in the blood. Sometimes you must bleed in your life to bring about cleansing. She said everything, Basheen is saying everything is not about maybe this babyhood. What she's saying is that she wants you to step into your next level of your cycle of your life, so that way you no longer are sipping off of milk. See, those that grow, they know how to bleed. They know that going through life sometimes take cutting of the blood. It takes that blood to spill into the earth, to understand that you are connected of the earth, and blood brings about cleansing. When they're checking our blood, they checking things to see what's in it. And so that's what Spirit is saying to you. Okay? It is saying it to you to make sure that, hey, blood is good. Maybe some of those that are here that are menstrual, you may menstrual. Maybe you should take that blood and lay that on your altar, during this season, to connect with the earth as the earth starts to change and start to demise itself into the dirt to get ready for the next season of winter. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe during this season, you need to go do a checkup. First, a self-evaluation of yourself, and maybe take the time to do a full physical, or go get a pap smear to make sure that your wound is operating the way that it should. Maybe you haven't taken the time to check the wound of your body, young woman. Maybe this is what Spirit wants you to do. Blood is cleansing. Blood is cleansing. So you may need to take this time during this goddess, dark energy goddess, because she loves to talk about the blood. She is the original, the Alpha and Omega. That's what Ekatai is, the beginning and the end. That's what Stephanie is. See, if you are in our class, you will understand that. I suggest for you to join our master classes. She's the beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. The dark goddess is. She's the original over our life. Women, the mother goddess is that energy. Okay? And she wants you to connect so that way you are moving in your trueness into the goddess energy. I'm not talking about this yin yang energy of all this other stuff that's not really taking you through your personal journey. Your personal journey is spending time. And that doesn't mean a lot of different areas. That means taking time to study. Show yourself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth with a dagger, cutting it, setting your altar with maybe a knife that's cleansed, that you took it out into the earth and you buried it, and you asked the earth to cleanse it. So that way, when you go to the altar, your own altar, you can cut through any kind of thoughts that's not yours, so you can get to the root cause of where you are in your life and where you should be going to now. Okay, so this is a great message for you during this last quarter moon. I hope that and which I know that it does. Thank you, Spirit. They just wanted me to confirm, girl, you know this on spot. Yes, I know it's on spot. Y'all watch these lights in here. I'm not doing nothing to cut these on and off. Sometimes Spirit lets these things be shown, even in this arena. Normally, yes, they just want me to say, yes, you on spot. So lots of times this is going on in our classes. The lights shift on and off. They give me cues to let you know what's going on and what Spirit is really doing. Okay. And I say that because in all humility, it's all about your journey. Yes, they talking more than they busy, right? So, and saying all of and saying that, my hope is that you will move into this last quarter, moving into the new moon cycle starting next week with focus, with preparation. Okay. One question, I'll take a question. If it's not related to this, hold that. Get a personalized therapeutic reading. Anybody just want to make a comment in reference to this reading, and then we're going to go. It's 42 minutes in. I'm going to leave in 60 seconds. Anybody have anything they want to share in this? Anything you want to share about that reading? I know sometimes it takes a minute for the chat to come up. So I'll wait a few minutes and then see if I get any responses. I'm trying to look to see. Hey, it says grateful for your time as on point. Oh, praise the divine. That the divine is bringing that message. And you may want to hear this message over again, if you feel that you should, so that way, you can hear it again. Sometimes when you listen it right now, it's like, what? But then as you hear the message again and it uploads, you're like, oh man, yeah, that's that. And then sometimes even in the message, like if you do a reading with me, I'll speak for myself. If you do a reading with me, sometimes you'll capture that. Everything will be right there. And then some things you'll hear it as time move on. You'll be like, oh, I get what the spirit guides was saying to me. Oh, you're welcome for that reading. You are so welcome. I hear preventive care. Yes. We need to address that. Are there any offerings for my altar that will be good for the last quarter moon? You want to listen to your heart. I would definitely do some acorns, That's one of my favorite during this season. I'm typing that in. Is Lilith energy. Yes, Lilith is hot on the trail, isn't she? She is hot on the trail. Yes, she is. Black Lilith is so hot right now, you can do acorns on your altar right now. You can do pine cones. This is a lot to get. I'm typing it in. Is to get into the energy of autumn. You can also offer, yams are good right now. Yams or pumpkins. Those are beautiful right now. Pumpkins, small pumpkins, candy, of course, because we're in candy season. I think each card was Triple Goddess. First one was my, yeah, you right. You right, little goddess. Absolutely. Yeah, you right. They came through. And I work with them, and we should know how to family, and this is where it's good to join the master classes or join or Patreon. I talk a lot about the goddesses and God energy, more so the goddess energy. But if you're on our Patreon account and if you are joining our master class, that's up to you. But I strongly, either one, I talk a lot about the goddesses. I have a lunar workbook that I offer each month on Patreon, and it goes into about certain goddesses. I mean, it's very in depth, but it's fun and it's hands on, and it help you to um, work through the month and stay active in your meditation time. Sometimes we just need a guide, and then we like boom, 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 and then it helps us stay on being consistent. Morgan says the dark goddess are coming in loud and strong. Yes, they are. Autumn mentions wheat, oak, seeds. Yes, I don't choo choo too. Yes, I am B Devil 13. Oh, welcome. I always get your things on IG. Thank you so much for letting me know that is you. It's so good to see you here. You wonderful. Yes, you have a great chat group. It's always insightful. I read it every time you send it. She has a great chats on IG. Absolutely. There's really great things you could do. I like to do also cinnamon tea during this time. Cinnamon tea, lavender oils are good for an offering. You can also do is on to you. I offer a third eye oil that is on our website, and that's very good to work with this energy coming in through fall and winter, and simply because too the energy slows down. So sometimes when you're doing ritual work and spell work, if you go to some of my videos about spell work, you'll see the work that you do with your altars and everything. It does change during the seasons, because there's a different shifting that's there. Okay. So I'm going to move, close out here. Oh, you said choo choo, an island veggie called, okay, choo choo for short. Okay, cool. All right. And so that's something that Autumn is suggesting. Autumn 71 is offering, trying to get it out, suggesting some other offerings here as well. You can offer several things as well, and you can also during the season go to the cemetery. I did a lot of graveyard magic classes back from when we started. I think we started back in March we finished in June. And so we did a graveyard magic class on Zoom. It was free every Wednesday. It was like for 4 months straight. And so you can go to a great time is to take offerings to the cemetery is very good right now. Make sure you know how to enter the cemetery properly with your offerings. If you were coming to class or if you're on Patreon, you can go back through some of the posts there. I stipulate how to have a kit and everything, a full kit to work in the cemetery. That's very important as well. So that's all I got. So in saying that, we'll close on that. I will do a closing word offering amongst all of us that were here to make it to the live, and to those family members that will come. You welcome. Hey Lola. Morgan, is it okay if you can put that link, or Nairobi or Miriam, if you can put the link to Patreon, and you can also go to the About page here on YouTube, and you can click the link as well. to join our Patreon. We do a lot there. I mean, a lot. The tier 2 is the workbook, and then we'll be doing Slowvember for November. I'll be doing the Slowvember classes. It's self-paced on Patreon that you will see there. Okay, so I'm going to do a word spoken over us and close out. I do want to let you know that I do offer personal psychic therapeutic readings. They're very different than the norm. They're therapeutic, as well as spiritual counseling, spell work, master classes. North Node community is on Patreon as well as here, and those that are friends to the channel. I offer metaphysical supplies on our website, Altar Vigils. I do a lot of personalized things for people amongst the tribe that's here, those that are in my private circle, as well as, you know, North Node is like the What's Up crew. You know, they the What's Up crew. We are a family. I try to make sure that we're very personalized. You see the lights going. Very personalized. Spirit's like, yeah. We're very personalized. It's very, as Third Eye was, I'm sorry, that little goddess was saying, cozy. You know, our group, North Node, is very cozy. Our classes are very private, live, Zoom, face to face. I like to see you because you can see me and we connect like that. We are a family. And I don't say that lightly. Those that are here, they know that it's not just about me talking in class. Those that are here that in classes, they talk. They share their experiences. And it's a family. You know, there's, you know, each one teach one. And so when we're able to all talk, physically talk, not just through chat, you know, it makes things come together, and that those relationships become formed, you know, and that's most importantly as solidary practitioners in some form, or if you're new to the practice or whatever direction your life is, it's good to have a cool bunch of people and that can be together and you have just that connection, you know. So I'm gonna close out here. All right. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, for bringing us together. Thank you for all the cues that you've been giving us throughout this wonderful time together. My most importantly thing is that this last quarter message hits home to those that were here present to be in the chat, those that will hear this message after the live has gone into replay, and those maybe the extensions of their families, those that's in their life will hear this message, and it will resonate with them and to make some moves in their lives that maybe they've been holding back on. Maybe they've been needing this message to hear, to get that little push to do something different. Maybe just to confirm some things that's in their life. Maybe there was a word in here that they didn't hear, that they heard tonight, that it will help them in some kind of way. Most importantly, the message from spirit guides saying that they are here to guide, lead, and direct, to assist you in your life, into your growth, to put you on your proper road into your journey, to take you off the U-turns that you may have been on, to take you on the codependencies and the dependencies of others, and trust who you are, the being, the wonderful person that you were developed and made into be, to trust in yourself and to believe in you, to know that you are here for a greater good, to know your purpose in this life, to continue to grow no matter what, to continue to allow those to fall off of you that no longer need to continue on this journey with you, to continue to know that you are abundant, that you are whole, that you are healthy, that you are more than enough in yourself first, that you are more than enough. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, for bringing us together. As we depart, I lift the veil from off of us. I remove it right now. All the guards that was around us, I remove it, and that this message will continue to flow into their lives. So it is, and so it shall be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, family. Well, we will continue to, you know, have a wonderful last quarter of October that we will go into the new moon next week. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll have some things coming up, some videos coming up. Maybe you need to go back and look at some videos. I got a bazillion of them. And some of them are going to be really helpful to you. Some of the things, my hope is that it is. That's my mission, to make sure that it is. And I love y'all. And I will see y'all later. All right. Bye.